Hello, my name is Lily, and I'm going to teach you how to upload a video to YouTube. There are a lot of videos on this subject, but the reason why I'm making another one is because it's from me. So if we happen to know each other in person, or if we have worked together before, I thought it would just be nice if I was the one walking you through this. So here I am, and let's do it. The tab I have open right now is kind of a mock YouTube channel that I just made for a different video. I'll link to that video if it's up. But there are no videos on this channel, and so I'm just gonna upload the first one. The way that we do this is we go and click on this little video camera up in the top corner with the plus button, and it says create when we hover over it. And basically, if you want to upload anything, it's gonna take you into the Creator Studio workspace. So that's good to know, because like if you hover over your profile picture in the top right corner, you find YouTube Studio, which is actually the Creator Studio. Those two are connected. So we're gonna say upload video because we are not doing a live stream. We're uploading something that was pre-recorded. So we can either click select files and then it'll open up Finder on my Mac, or we can drag and drop. So I'm going to drag and drop just because I like to do that. Dragging and dropping. Now this is a very small video file, so it's gonna upload very quickly. We're already at 63%, that's what I like. Oh, and we're done, okay. So we have a title. I love how they have these little question marks describing what a title is, but they do have some good information in here. So you want it to describe your video, but you also want it to feel natural, and you want it to be something, well, sometimes you want it to be something that people are actually gonna search for. So for instance, this video is just a little animation that I created that says deliberately. So if someone was going to search for this, they would probably type deliberately GIF, because it is a GIF. I don't say GIF because I know someone's gonna comment about that. I say GIF because every GIF is a gift. So that's about as well as I can explain this particular video. If it was something different, like if this was my video business card, the purpose of a video business card is to be the explainer. It's the voice of your online presence. I might type in deliberate video dash video business card. It's kind of acting as a space, the dash is. Or I might type in North Idaho production company. You know, like you just want, this is part of your search engine optimization. You want to place words here that people are actually going to be looking for. And you want the most important words to go right here. I'm going to change it back to deliberately gift. So for the description, this is where you can go crazy with the information. This is also contributing to your search engine optimization. This is where you can get specific about like the location, how people can contact you, what went into making the video, if you have any specific credits, if you want to link to your social media, you can do all that right here. So I'm gonna say this mystical GIF, because it's all mysterious, was created by Lily. See a little information about the person behind the channel for unknown purposes. Visit deliberatevideo.com for unrelated information. We are based out of North Idaho, land of the free, home of the potato. Perfect. So there's your description. And it can be much longer than this. Something to keep in mind with your description is that the first paragraph or so, like the first 2 lines, are going to show up when people are searching for your video. So for example, I'm going to search deliberate video in a new window. Here's one of my videos, and this thin line of text is your description. So when people are making the choice about which video they're gonna watch, this information is going to help them decide. So be a little more choosy about what's going there. And it's the same for like if you're on your phone, it might be the same amount of text that appears on a phone, it might be a little less. So just put whatever is important right there. For your thumbnail, YouTube is always going to give you some automatically generated thumbnail options. And the thumbnail, if you don't know, is this image. I always do custom thumbnails because I usually want to convey more information in one image than appears in my video at any one time. Like for instance, this middle one seems to be the best option because you can read the word most clearly. But if I wanted to communicate that this was a GIF, I would probably add like some stickers around it. So I don't really have a good, can't even do a custom thumbnail. So here are two things. Number one, I didn't create a custom thumbnail for this video. I wasn't thinking that far ahead. Number two, custom thumbnails are a feature that you are allowed to use once you've verified a phone number connected with your YouTube channel. And apparently you need to have a different phone number for every brand channel. So even if you have one Google account or one YouTube account, but then you have like a couple different channels, you're gonna have to verify each one of them, because I'm finding that out right now. For example, this channel is already verified, which is why I've been able to do custom thumbnails. But earlier I created this second kind of dummy channel and it's telling me to do this now. So I won't do that right now, but basically that process is very simple. A thumbnail image has to be less than, or 2 megabytes or less. So I run into this problem a lot where like I'll make the thumbnail and then I try to upload it and it's like it's too big. So this is something you can anticipate just to save yourself a little hassle. They want it to be pretty small, but you still want the quality to be good. So try to figure out the best way to do that. You want it to be clear when someone's searching for you, but at the same time, it can't be huge. The file can't be huge anyway. The dimensions of your thumbnail are going to be 1920 by 1080 or any equivalent of that. So scrolling down to the playlist section, this is where you can add this particular video to a playlist of yours. And these playlists can be public or private. So I'm gonna create one because I don't have any on this dummy channel yet. Playlists are kind of just an organization system. If someone came to my channel and they wanted to watch several of the same kind of video, they would probably go try to find a playlist if they knew that I had several of the same kind of video. Like if someone is coming here to just watch my music videos, I could have a music video playlist and make that really easy for them. And you get to choose whether it's public, private, or unlisted. Public playlists are available for everyone and they actually appear on your channel when someone searches it up. A private playlist is for you only, and so it appears within your YouTube account, but it's not something that other people see associated with your channel. And then unlisted ones are private until you share the link, so it's more limited. So I'm just gonna say public. You have to select it, make sure it's all good. Okay, so now this is automatically going to go into this playlist while it's uploading. You can always add your videos to a playlist later, and you can organize them and rearrange them. You can rename your playlists. This isn't something that has to be done right now, but it is a convenience. Okay, is this made for kids? Within the last couple of years, YouTube has had to make some changes to the way that kids' videos are allowed to be viewed. Basically, unless your videos are very specifically made for children, you're not gonna put made for kids. You're gonna say no. I kind of run into this thing where my videos are family friendly, so yes, kids could watch them, but no child is gonna be searching for the videos that I make. So not made for kids, and that's very likely what you're going to be choosing as well. So you want to be careful about this, because if you say yes, it's made for kids, it's going to be categorized in a very different way, and it's going to be very hard for people to find your video or share it, and comments aren't allowed. So it puts a bunch of restrictions on it. So try not to press made for kids unless it actually is. And then we've got an age restriction option, but that won't be necessary today. If you have a paid promotion in your video that you need to disclose, that's where you would do this. YouTube tags have always been a funny thing because they're not something that you can see, and it's kind of hard to measure whether they're working, or at least it has been in my experience. I like the description here. It says tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. Usually I'm using my tags to punch in words that are similar to my content that would help collect the right audience around it. So for this video, I would do maybe animation. I don't want to say GIFs because that's already in the title, so it's not really necessary. The title is way more important than the tags. So I might do animations, I might do After Effects because it was created in After Effects, simple things like that. I might say vocabulary because deliberately is an interesting word, but it all really depends on who you're trying to draw in. It can be whatever you want, and recently I've heard that about 10 tags is kind of the sweet spot. The problem is that if you do more, you're not being specific enough a lot of the time. And then we've got language, so we can put this in English. As far as I know, I think English is the most widely spoken language on YouTube, and so I don't think you have to set the video language. This is more for if you live in Finland and you only want to watch Finnish language videos. You could do a specific search for those, and you'd want to make sure yours was marked as such. You can add a recording date. I never do this because I don't really see the reason behind it. And location. If someone is searching up videos about Coeur d'Alene, I want to come up because I'm a Coeur d'Alene business. And then we've got license and distribution. Oh yeah. I never do anything with this. It always just stays on standard. You can learn more here if you so wish. You can choose whether others are allowed to embed your videos in their website. I usually don't pay a lot of attention to this, but I guess if you had a video that you did not want people to be able to do that with, you could uncheck it. Or if you want to make sure that you are able to do that, like if you want to embed it in your own website, and you definitely want this to be published in subscription feeds and for your subscribers to be notified. If you uncheck this, it's like you post the video, but then no one knows you posted the video unless they go to your channel. I don't know, no one really does that. And then you've got your category. This is always an interesting choice because a lot of these categories seem to overlap. Again, it's kind of just about choosing which audience you'd like to attract. I have just a simple word here, so I might categorize it as film and animation because it is a little animation, or I might categorize it as entertainment because it's nice to watch, maybe education because it's vocabulary. So you get to choose. I'm going to say animation. That seems to be the best option here. You have a couple comment settings that you can do there. Comments, disable comments, how to sort them, whether you want to show your views, or not your views, your likes and dislikes. You can do it all. So I'm happy with what I have here. YouTube does have a lot of nice, succinct instructions here. So if you need to know anything else, go to YouTube. Go straight to the source, my friend. Okay, video elements. There are a couple things to note here. Number one, subtitles are very big these days. Everyone's putting subtitles on their videos. And there are softwares where you can create your own subtitles. It creates like a subtitle file, and that's where you would add this in. You would add a subtitle file. I don't have one of those, so I won't be doing that right now, but you could. An end screen is something that most YouTubers use. It's that 20-ish seconds at the end of a video where clickable videos pop up and start pointing you in different directions, showing you what you could watch next. An end screen can go on a video that is, I want to say it has to be longer than like a minute, because an end screen can be up to 20 seconds. Does it have to be 20 seconds? I forget, but it can't go on my 4-second video here. So that's why that option's not available to me. If you've created an end screen in the past, you could import from video right here. It must be 25 seconds or longer. That's interesting. And then cards are a great little feature. Let's go ahead and add a card. So I'm just gonna search up deliberate video and hope it comes up. There it is. A card is just a little thing that pops up in the corner of your video. I like it because it's not very intrusive. Yo, there it is. It's just this little thing. People can click on it if they wish, but they certainly don't have to. So when you click on this little eye, it takes people to any cards that you have made appear throughout your video. And you can add a number of cards. I'm not sure what the max amount is, but that's what this little thing is. It's the little pop-up. So if I'm playing, it's gonna pop up right there. And you see it happening up in the corner at the same time. So cards are great. Let's go ahead and save that. I'm happy with the video element that we have added. Let's go next. No copyright issues have been found. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, copyright's a whole thing, but basically if you get several copyright strikes on your videos, your channel can be taken down. But it's a difficult thing to do. You have to be like very deliberately uploading popular music or movie clips or someone else's video to get a strike. If you're creating original content, you shouldn't have to worry about this. And if you're using music that is royalty free or has some sort of creative attribution license, you should be good to go. Okay, so now we're on to visibility. Private, unlisted, and public work the same way that the playlists do that I was mentioning earlier, and it's written here. Private means only you get to watch your video or anyone with your channel login information. You can watch your video at someone else's house if you're logged into your own account on their device. Unlisted means that the video is available to anyone with the link, but it's not gonna like show up in search or anything like that. And then public means that anyone can watch it at any time. So this is usually the one that you're gonna go for. And then when we click public, we have the option to set it as an instant premiere. A premiere is where YouTube kind of creates this little event around the release of your video. People don't do this a lot. I don't really see the point in it because the whole idea of YouTube is that you watch whenever it's convenient for you. So I personally don't watch a lot of premieres. I don't like put it on my calendar that someone's gonna be releasing a video on Saturday at 10 a.m. I just watch it when I get around to it. So I don't use this feature very much, but it is available. An instant premiere means that right when I click publish down here, it's gonna create this little watch party. If you want that, there it is. People can comment and talk to each other about the video in a different way than if it was just going public normally. So you can test that out and see if you like it. Another option we have is that you can schedule this video to go public at a future date and time. This one's fun because if you want to publish while you're on vacation, you can do that without ever touching your computer. So you get to pick a date and a time. It'll stay private until it's published. And you also have the option to set a premiere. This is what people normally do. Usually people will schedule a premiere. When you schedule a premiere, it does send out a notification in people's subscription feed. If a video is premiering in a couple days from someone I'm subscribed to, I'll get a little, it looks like it's the video itself, but it says premiering on Saturday or something like that. So it is kind of a cool way to build anticipation, but it's not always necessary, especially if you're posting on a regular schedule anyway. I don't know, there's not always a need to create an event around the video. Sometimes it's best to just put it up and let people start watching. So I'm just gonna say unlisted because I don't really want people finding this video. It's just a little thing. And then down here it's asking, do kids appear in this video? You've got to make sure everything's good with their parents and things. These are just like final little reminders. I think they're just trying to make sure that you don't accidentally get in trouble. If you're a business channel, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. If you can prove that you have permission for the people appearing in your video, if you have the rights to your music, you should be good to go. I have never received a copyright strike. I think I've received like a warning or something for things that I accidentally used without knowing that they were not available to use, but I've never had a channel taken down. It's hard to get your whole channel taken down, so I would say don't worry about it. All right, so we went through everything. I'm gonna say save, and it's worth mentioning that there are a lot of settings within the upload process that I never even look at. Like if I'm just gonna do it quick, I'll just put in the title, the description, the thumbnail, no it's not made for kids, and then kind of move on. Sometimes I'll add those video elements, but often I'll do that after the video is already public. And then you just gotta pick your privacy and then kind of just let it fly. So now it is technically uploaded. No one's going to be watching this one because it's unlisted, so no one can really find it unless I give it to them. This was just for the purpose of this example anyway, but this is how it is done. And if you ever want to change anything, you click on this little details button. It should really say edit because that's what it's taking you to go and do. It's taking you to go and edit the details of the video. This is a little shortcut to your analytics, your comments. This is if you want to view it on YouTube. That's always fun to do once it's done, to make sure everything turned out the way you wanted. See, we've got our location, we've got the name, it's unlisted, went up today, it's got that. Likes and dislikes are visible, no comments, but that's okay. And then there's a few other little things going on here in the ... area. Edit title and description is literally just that, so it's kind of just a shortcut so that you don't have to go into all the details, because sometimes there are little changes that just need to be made to the title and description. This is where you can easily get your link, you can promote, you can download the video once it's up, or you can delete. And you can adjust the visibility here. You can basically do anything that you want within the limits of the platform. That is how it is done. I wish you lots of luck, and let me know if you have any issues or if there's anything that you'd want me to elaborate on in a different video. See you next time.